Aries, this is your quickie reading, and this is going to cover March 15th through the 21st, 2024. I am focusing solely on finance readings for this quickie reading for all signs. So, yes, although a relationship may come into this reading, the only way it will is if it directly affects your finances as well as your heart. So yeah, microscope on a very short period of time. Just be aware all these energies should pass pretty quickly. With that said, you did pull the nebula and the moon, and what's interesting about the moon is that yeah, things are very unclear. There are things you don't know, there are things that are hidden, but also it may be something that actually affects you emotionally as well. Cancer energy. And you also have the nebula here, and you know, the nebula is something that has a semi-permeable membrane, right? In order to get through this crust and get into the good stuff, it's pretty violent, it's pretty upsetting, it's pretty turbulent. Once we get through this and we get here, it's very calm, and in the dead center you have this spark of new life. So yeah, it could be a pretty heavy situation for some of you. I know last week Aries had the best quickie reading I have ever done, so I hope you took advantage of that energy. You do have to either further broaden this theory, you have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and that is, it's not being clear about something. It's non-clarity, and it could also be an untruth. And right next to this untruth, you do have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, you know, you have something in your atmosphere, something in your direct atmosphere that it is absolutely at least at the beginning of this time here, it seems upsetting. It seems disturbing. It looks, I mean, the Ten of Swords is a painful card, and the person who receives these swords, they don't see this coming because it is going directly into their back. If you notice, this person's heart chakra is highlighted, so this could very well have been something that hurt you emotionally as well as financially. I'm happy to report that towards the end here, you do have the Eight of Wands, which is movement into a beautiful new direction, and you have the Death card, which is a beautiful rebirth, but it is the death of something. Between the Ten of Swords and the Death card, you do have the death of something here on the table. It does not seem easy. It does not seem without pain. It did affect your finances in some way here, Aries, for sure. At the bottom of the deck here, you do have the Ten of Wands, further telling me that you're going to be going through some stress, tens, closing out cycles, to get to this good stuff in the center here. I'm really glad you pulled this card particularly, because it is a very, it does speak of disturbing things that happen right before something good happens. So yes, this is a painful process for somebody out there, but I can tell you that once you get into the center of this and you get past this unclarity here, you should be good to go. God. All right, so let's clarify some of these. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries. Yes, you could be dealing with an Aquarian. This is Aquarian energy, but more than that, you have the Star coming in sideways. Your hopes and dreams were built around this person, place, or thing. This thing that stabbed you in the back, this thing that hurt you, was once something you wanted. You have the Ten of Swords here, the Ten of Swords for Aries. You have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you may be waking up from a delusion here, Aries. There might have been somebody that pulled the wool over your eyes. It could be somebody, it's obviously somebody that you trusted. It's obviously someone that you put your faith into. This is not an easy journey for someone. You have the Eight of Wands, which is beautiful movement, and it doesn't come without its anxiety. This is an anxious time between the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands, for sure. It is not an easy time period. Now, this energy can bleed over a little bit. so you know, take it for what it's worth, take it how it resonates. You have the Death card here, the Death card here for Aries. You have the Death card here for Aries. You have Death for Aries. Please clarify, Spirit. You have yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. See that? This definitely, this is in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles. This definitely affected your finances. It may have dinged your heart. It may have really devastated your heart. But financially speaking, this damaged your long-term goals. And, you know, this could be very well be a relationship that you had put stock in, faith in, that you were counting on financially as well as emotionally. You were going to grow together perhaps. Or this could have been a job or something that happened at work that really threw you for a loop and affected you, at least temporarily. You're feeling it affected your long-term stability, your long-term finances. You have, yeah... I have to tell you, this is something that you may feel some anger here. You may feel some anger. You're definitely feeling loss of love, loss of passion. You're feeling like an injustice was definitely done to you here with the Justice card. But you are the Magician here in this situation, Aries. So, I mean, listen, between pulling the Magician here and pulling the Nebula here, I really think that there's a lot of hope, but I'm not going to take it away from you. This doesn't look easy. So let's look at what you don't see coming. You may be under some more stress before this finishes. As you enter this nebula period, as the smoke clears and you start to get more and more clarity, this might cause some stress. But you have the Ten of Wands with the Ten of Swords, with the Death card, and some movement. So I'm saying, you know, whatever you're going through is ending. Something's coming to an end, and something new is definitely beginning with this card and this card. So you do have the Ten of Wands here, and you get your Justice. Here you have Justice reversed, right? And here you have what you don't see coming here. Libran energy is your justice. You will get your justice in this situation, whatever that means to you. You were wronged here, Aries. You were wronged. Yeah, you have the Three of Swords in reverse. So you have healing on the way, and you have an offer coming in. You know, if you're looking for a new job, a new place of employment, a new way to make money, it's going to be coming in for you here. Have no fear. You have the Manifestation card. All right. You couldn't ask for a better center here for this nebula. As you break through the crust of this, as you break through the violent, turbulent, stressful crust, you will have a period of quiet, and then boom, you will have your manifestations. Your manifestations will come forward. There is no doubt between the Magician coming out here, the Nebula, and the Nine of Cups. Your future looks great, but you know, this is definitely not easy for somebody out there. Please let me know in the comments what your situation is. I wish you the best of luck. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And yeah, you really do deserve a hug, Aries. Big hugs to you. Namaste. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your finance reading for March 15th through the 21st. This is a microscope on a short period of time, so however ominous this may or may not sound, this energy will pass quickly. Okay, so you have pulled two interesting cards here. You've obviously pulled the Magician, which is always a great card. It is definitely a card of manifestations, of being able and willing to change things if necessary in your life, to work on yourself, you have all the tools necessary here. You know, what's interesting is you do have the fairy in the jar here. And, you know, this could mean many things. This could mean, well, the thing that I really enjoy about this card, especially for this particular reading in this time frame, is you do have, you know, the clovers there. And there is something here, Taurus. There is something that's holding you, okay? Now, some of you may realize that you're in this jar, and some of you may not realize that you're in this jar, but you are being held back. You're being held in a certain position. It's like this here is where all the good stuff is, and this here is where you're being held. Are you being held there by a person, an entity meaning a job? Are you being held back somehow? Are you perhaps not even aware that that is there? Are you not aware that you're in a jar? I don't know, but let's clarify some of the stuff and we'll figure it out. You do have the Five of Swords, so there's definitely some of you that understand the situation you're in, because the Five of Swords is a very defensive card. So you're defending your position. You have the tools to do it, you have the mind to do it, and you're doing it. It gives birth to this beautiful energy of the Empress, and that is a person, male or female, Aries energy, who is pregnant with ideas, pregnant with hope, pregnant with abundance, right? And it's right side up and it's facing us, and it is born out of all this. And you do have, to further drive the point home, you have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups would normally be you wallowing in this pity or in this this negative energy, you know, trying to get to the top but not quite doing it. And this is in reverse. So whatever it is, you fought for a certain thing in your life and you achieved it. There is something here that you're not seeing. There is something here, like if you even look at this fairy, she's not looking in that direction at all, right? She might not even realize she's in a jar. She might not even realize she's being held in a certain spot that's sort of obviously holding her back, right? Limiting her. And whether you're male or female, I am speaking to you. You do have here the Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card, and it's coming in sideways as a possibility. This is a possibility, and I can see that. I can see how you go from being defensive to being pregnant with hope and abundance to rising towards what you need to rise towards and giving birth to the Four of Wands. But because it's coming in sideways, it's something that you have to make a choice about this week. There is something you need to make a choice about. Look at the bottom of this deck, something you may not be seeing. There is something that is covering your eyes so you don't see it. You don't see it. And even in this picture, he has everything he needs. He is the magician, but there is a snake, right? There is something that you're not seeing. I don't even think he's aware the snake is there. Look, he's not looking at it. He's not paying it any mind. It doesn't look particularly friendly. It's an interesting situation for someone, but I have no fear, because I see most of the cards here. I see you defending yourself in most of the cards here. But towards the end, you're going to have to make some sort of a choice. And maybe the choice is that you're going to have to open your eyes to something. Well, let's clarify it and find out, okay? Show me this Five of Swords for Taurus. Yeah, there could be a fire sign in your life here, Taurus, because there's fire that came out twice. You have Aries and then general fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. There's a fire sign in your life you may be clashing with. This is a queen, but it could be male or female for this gen pop reading. Show me this Empress. Show me this Empress. Yeah, you are tired of something. You're tired of... There's something you're tired of coming from this person. Something that has a sort of like... not a repeating pattern, but there's an energy within this situation that you're tired of. Now, what I don't understand is how this is affecting, well, you know, this could be someone that you work with. This could be someone that you have business dealings with. This could be someone in your love life that has affected your finances in some way. But I have to tell you, it doesn't look like they affect them all that much. It's something that you're not seeing. You're not seeing something, and somebody's hiding something from you purposely so you don't see it. Show me this 8 of Cups. You have the 8 of Cups in reverse and more defensive energy here. There may be, so like I would take this as a message. Maybe you do receive a message, but this looks very defensive to me. Looks like you're very wary of something in your life. You're very, very, and you should be. You should be. Show me this 4 of Wands. Yeah, see, there's non-movement here. And I think that towards the end of this time, you're going to have to choose whether to move forward or not on something. And that will determine the outcome of this. You know, it will determine what happens. Because you do here at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Page of Pentacles. And you know, the Page of Pentacles is something new. It's something in its infancy. There could be something new. You might be looking at something that is in your life, and there is something that's trying to come into your life. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but we'll recap everything. You do have the Princess of Pentacles. So yeah, this is your long-term stability here. And what's good about this is she is an earth sign, and this could be a she or a he. This is an earth sign like yourself, and long-term stability is on the table along with strength. And remember when I said there's some sort of repeating pattern? Yeah. There's Leo energy here on the table, obviously, but you're going to be strong. And yeah, you have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So whatever anxiety you're feeling over this in the future, in the near future, you're not going to feel that way anymore. You do have Virgo energy here on the table with the Hermit, but more than that, he does go introspective to find out. He goes inward to really think about things, and he comes up with a theory on how to proceed. You have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So whatever it was that someone was lying to you about here, Taurus, is going to be uncovered. And here you are, Taurus in the flesh, the Hierophant. You're going to land on your feet here, right next to the Magician. You are the Magician in this situation. Taurian energy is on the table, upright, solid, and standing firm. Wow, interesting, Taurus. There is something going on, though. There is definitely something going on. There may have been somebody in your life that was causing you some anxiety. Somebody that maybe said one thing and did another. Made you a little unsure, a little not purposely hiding stuff from you, purposely keeping you in a certain place. This affected you. You know, I'm going to say it affected your finances, but in a very minimal way for some of you. You know, but I can tell you, no matter which group you fall into, you're going to land on your feet. There's just too many signs here, right? Too many signs of strength, of long-term success, of going inward and finding the answers, of a new start. And you do have a choice to make towards the end of the week. Please let me know in the comments what this is about for you specifically. But you are the Magician this week, Taurus. You're landing firmly on your feet as the Magician and the Hierophant. I would say you are this temporary energy. You're going to break free of this jar. I wish you all the luck. Big hugs, Taurus. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your Quickie reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st. So when I say week, that's what I'm referring to. The energy on this table will pass quickly, no matter how ominous it may or may not seem. Okay, this is going to be basically financial. What I've been noticing is that sometimes in these financial readings, you have relationship issues coming through as well if they impact your finances. So just be aware of that. You do have two really good cards here. As far as Oracle, you do have the Phoenix rising from the ashes. Your life may have been in ashes. Your life may be in ashes. Perhaps the ashes need to come before the Phoenix rises, but the Phoenix will rise, and that is assured. You do have a character in your life. This is the Medusa card, and yeah, Medusa was treated unfairly. Medusa was villainized. You know, if you know anything about her as an archetype, she was once a beautiful woman, and to put it mildly, somebody screwed her over and she became Medusa. So you have a Medusa-like figure in your life, whether they be male or female. This could be someone at work, could be someone in your personal life, but they are relevant to what's going on right now. You do have the World card, which is beautiful energy, you closing out a cycle. And heading towards beautiful green pastures. Now, these two cards came out sideways, and I do think they feed off one another somehow, Gemini. You do have two cards that nothing is written in stone here. These are choices you have to make. When cards come out sideways in my readings, these are choices that you could make, and I do think these cards are feeding off one another, and you have the beautiful potential of the Ten of Pentacles, which is everything, having it all. You know, obviously ultra abundance in all ways. Hope. You have the roses, which give us hope. If you're interested in a long-term relationship, that's also on the table. But as far as your career, as far as your abundance goes, there is a choice that needs to be made. And everything here that is here on the table matters as far as these choices go. You have the Prince of Swords, and this is someone who rushes in fearlessly to do something, to take care of something, to end something, to begin something, to do something. I'm getting the feeling that it's to do something good, because you have all this. You have the butterflies, you have the stars, you have the birds, you have him rushing in, and he could be a she, by the way. In Gen Pop readings, there are no sexes, but the bottom line is here, you do have the potential to rush in and really grab hold of some really good karma. I'm really feeling that. You have the Knight of Wands, which is more action, right? More action, rushing in to do something. You do have the Hierophant in reverse, and this is something in your life that, be it a job or a relationship that is falling apart. The Hierophant classically is a marriage card, so Taurian energy. This is fixed energy here, by the way. You have all the air signs, all the fire signs, all the earth signs here. So there could be a marriage that's coming to an end here. There could be a work situation that is coming to an end. But how you handle this is going to determine everything as far as the outcome. We're going to clarify all this before I move to the bottom of the deck. This Medusa character does factor into this highly. It's right next to the Phoenix card. Okay, so how you handle this person is going to impact what happens to you. I'm going to pull from these two cards together. Show me the Ten of Pentacles and the Prince of Swords for Gemini, please. Yep, you have this coming in sideways as well. Choices. You could be stepping into a time here in Gemini with a lot of abundance, a lot of vital energy, and a lot of choices, but these are all sideways. What karma are you reaping for yourself? I think that you need to do something here. I'm going to pull one more card on this. What does Gemini need to do? What does Gemini need to do in order to set things right? What does Gemini need to do in order to set things right? You have the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm not going to say it was sideways. It could be in reverse, but man, the Wheel of Fortune is fixed energy again, right? Leo, Taurus, Aquarius energy. Your fortune here depends on your next move. Your next move is going to determine what happens in this situation. I think you need to be fair. I do think you need to be really fair. That's just my gut feeling here. Show me the Knight of Wands. Show me the Knight of Wands. Fire energy for Gemini. Yeah. Instead of waiting, Gemini, instead of just sitting there waiting to see what happens, you're being instructed to take action here with the Knight of Wands. This came in reverse. Take action. Show me the Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant for Gemini. Show me the Hierophant for Gemini. You do have the Queen of Wands coming in sideways. Your next decision is going to factor into what happens here. I can't say that enough, because at the bottom of the deck you have the Five of Pentacles. You have the Five of Pentacles here as a possibility, but you also have the Ten of Pentacles as a possibility. I could feel the pressure. The Five of Pentacles is, if you don't watch a lot of tarot, is destitution, is being poor, is being very out in the cold. Not a happy card, okay? The Ten of Pentacles is ultra happiness. Your decisions here, sideways cards, your decisions here are going to determine which you get. Okay? You have at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming here, you have Aquarian energy, the star. So your hopes and dreams are alive here. You could be dealing with an Aquarius for sure. You could be dealing, because there's a lot of fixed energy. You have the fixed energy of the world. You have the fixed energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Even the Hierophant is fixed energy. So you have furthermore, the fixed energy of the star. Aquarian energy. Your hopes and dreams are alive. Please make the right choices here for yourself. You have the Two of Cups. This might be a relationship that impacts your money. This might be a relationship that impacts your money. The Hierophant and the Two of Cups do say that. If it's not a relationship in the love department, this is definitely a partnership of some kind that is impacting your money. The Queen of Swords is more air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, this is somebody who is going to use their mind and not their heart in this situation. This might be you, Gemini, but your decisions here with the Three of Cups, this could involve three people. This could involve three people. You do have the Two of Swords, which is the end of indecision, the end of crossroads energy. It's shit or get off the pot. Excuse my language. You really have to make a decision. You can't waffle anymore. It's time. And you do have movement here. You have movement. So the movement is indicated. There is so much good here. There is so much good here that I can't help but want you, I want you to really think about this. You have the ability to rise from the ashes and be reborn. But this Medusa is right next to it. This Medusa is right next to it. A lot of fixed energy at the bottom of this deck. What do we have? Time is running out. Time is running out here. You have the hourglass. Death will cover life. Time is running out. You need to make a decision. My dear friend, you need to make a decision. It looks it's going to be different for all of you. It's impossible for me to tell you what this is about. You have to look at your life and see how it resonates. What is it about? I'm going to do something different for you. I'm going to pull a card for you. Show me for Gemini, please. Show me for Gemini. These cards are really difficult to do this with, and I'm going to split the deck for you. Gemini, March 15th through the 21st. What does Gemini need? Study. Let my mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. You need to figure out, and this is right side up, which means, Gemini, in this particular deck, that this is something you need to acquire. You need to really think about this. Study obviously could mean studying, you know, actual study, but I'm really getting in this reading, it's not book, it's not studying, it's studying the situation, really thinking about the time, really thinking about the ashes that you're rising from, and really thinking about this Medusa. You have to consider everything, because there's a lot at risk here. That looks like there's a lot that could happen. There's a lot of bad that could come of this. There's a lot of good that could come of this. So your choices are going to really lay the foundation for what happens next. In other words, Gemini, the ball is in your court. I would do the right thing. Big hugs, Gemini. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your Quickie reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st. Short window of time, microscope, all that. And this is going to be mainly a finance reading. If anything emotional comes into this, it's mainly because it affects your finances in some way. Most of the things in our lives do affect us fully. So let's look. You do have this card of childhood trauma. There is something that happened in your childhood, something that you don't talk about much, something that, you know, there's a reason this is on the table here. And it is right next to the High Priestess. You know, you have the High Priestess here in her very earthly form. The High Priestess who knows. It's Pisces energy here, but, you know, you do have the moon. And the moon right here is Cancerian energy. They're very closely related. I really think this is two aspects of someone out there. You do have someone who knows the truth, who knows the deal, who is extremely intuitive, extremely well-rounded, extremely in tune with nature and themselves, but they carry something with them that's under that is painful from their childhood, something that you may not think about, something you may push back, something maybe that you are very aware of that you just choose not to discuss. Somehow this matters, Cancer. Now, what's interesting about your layout here is you have, it almost reminds me of a scale, right? You have these two cards that are coming in sideways, and in my readings, when they come in sideways, these are choices you have to make in order to have a specific outcome. In other words, it could go either way, depending on the choice you make, right? You have on one side, you have the Fool, which is beautiful energy that starts you on a new path. There's the moon again, and the star. It starts you on a new path, a happy new path, something that I'm feeling that you really would enjoy. And then on the other side, you have someone that's not following their dharma, someone that's not following what they're supposed to be doing, right? You have a scale, which way to go, right? It affects your finances in some way, but I think that this is like your life path. This is what you should be doing with your life. Should I do this or should I do that? Should I go on this brand new path and take a chance, or should I do nothing and not take a chance? You have in the middle, you do have the Nine of Pentacles. What's weighing in end the Ace of Cups. What's weighing in the balance here is your happiness and your independence, your financial independence, and the love that you might have for actually making money a certain way, right? When I see the Ace of Cups in a career finance reading, I'm looking at something that you love to do. You may be trying to make a decision here, Cancer, about what to do. I am not sure why this card came out, but I have to tell you at the bottom of this deck here, there's a lot to you. There is a lot to you. You have a world, a wealth of things behind that face that you hold very quietly within you. And there's something here about your childhood trauma that somehow weighs in, that somehow matters. Let's clarify some of this stuff here. You do have the Fool. You have the Fool. You have the Fool, and you have the Magician coming in sideways. There are choices that you have to make here. Unfortunately, the universe is saying that only you can make these choices. No one can tell you what to do. I can give you the options of going on this new path, acquiring these new skills that hang in the balance, or staying here. When I look at Pentacles, I look at, things that are grounded in reality. There's a choice you have to make that's going to affect perhaps the way you look at yourself, and definitely your future. There's a choice you have to make here. Show me this Ace of Cups and Nine of Pentacles for Cancer, please. Show me this Ace of Cups and Nine of Pentacles for Cancer, please. See, this is sideways too. And do you walk away, or do you stay? It looks and it's sideways. There's something that you may think that you need to walk away from, or something that you're thinking about walking away from. And the bottom line is, what hangs in the balance is your Ten of Pentacles, your long-term abundance. You're thinking pretty clearly here, Cancer. So you have the Princess of Cups, this new path. I do think it's the new path. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do. Apparently, it's an important decision that you need to make yourself. But this new path looks great. It's something that you're going to love. This is a choice. It's a choice. The Lovers gives us a choice. This is a choice you have to make. There's an offer that's going to be made. Do you take it or not? Do you take it or not? You have the Sun peeking out here. Leo energy. But more than that, it is the card of total contentment, happiness. I think I'm going to pull from this deck here for you. For Cancer, please. For Cancer, please. For Cancer, please. One. Recognition, reward for merit. I can see how this might be a difficult situation for someone, You have something that is reliable and dependable, and something that's brand new, and you're unsure of it. And you may be, there's a basket. Let me pull from the remainder of this deck here. One more for Cancer, please. Show me one more. Show me, please, for Cancer. Just one more for Cancer, Spirit, please. One more for Cancer. And you have the Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Well, in my opinion here, the most difficult part of this situation will be over once you make this decision. The decision is the hardest part. The recognition, you may be receiving recognition from this. You're going to have a difficult decision here. And it's not my place to tell you what to do, but I am going to keep pulling for you because I just feel the need to. I am going to split this deck for Cancer, please. Show me for Cancer. What does Cancer need? Cancer needs, I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Beauty. What is within to shine? What is within? What is within here, Cancer? There is something within. There is something. There is something. There is something in the book of you. There is something going on that is, this is inverted. Well, if this was inverted, I would say that this was yours already. And beauty does not have to be out. So outside, there is something going on with your past that you hold secret, that you need to release. And once you release, this will be upside down and you will not need it because it'll be yours. I'm not really sure how this translates into this, but it does somehow. Maybe the indecision is born from something that happened to you when you were very young and made you unsure of yourself and your decision making. Maybe this situation has something to do with family in some way. I'm sure it'll be different for all of you, but you do have a choice to make here. And there, look, it's the wish card right under the sun. My God, you couldn't. But do you want this reversal or do you want the sun? You deserve the sun. You deserve beauty. You deserve the rainbow. You deserve the basket. You deserve it all. I can tell whoever's reading this they've been through some crap and they deserve it all. You are the high priestess. At least you are in this reading. Big hugs, Cancer. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your Quickie reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st. We're focusing on finances and ambition and career. And even in these readings, sometimes relationships can spill into it if it affects any of those things. So if you have a relationship in your life that affects your finances or affects your long-term success, then it will show up here. All that said, let's get started. You do have here the card of help, right? Sometimes when I see this card, it's earthly help, you helping someone else, someone helping you. In this situation, I'm really thinking it is the divine stepping in and helping you. You are protected in some way, Leo. You do have the Magician crowning you, which is beautiful energy. It is obviously the card of having the ability to manifest. Okay. Now this card, interestingly enough, fell out. It did not do that for any of the other readings I did, and this isn't even a deck I was using, but it slipped out as I was shuffling, and so I wanted to include it. And it says ambition, taking action, hustle, manifest money, career, high rank, visibility, athletic. It's the card of taking action. Interesting, very interesting, especially for this reading, because if you only saw how many decks I have, it's just mind-boggling how many decks I have. So this slipped out. I'm keeping it in here. You do have these cards coming in sideways, so these are choices that you have to make. There are choices you have to make in order to get to this good stuff. And yes, I'm jumping ahead a little bit because damn, good stuff, good stuff. But this comes with the burden of choice. You have choices to make for yourself. You have the Temperance card, which is Sagittarian energy, but more than that, this is the Alchemist. This is a fire sign like yourself, turning one thing into another. If you look at this, turning, one metal into another, turning silver into gold. She has the ability to do that. Whether you're male or female, you have the ability to change things around you. You have the ability to manifest. There is a Three of Swords here, so this is either you or someone in your environment that is hurt by something that's going on. Somebody that's pain, right? So this is a choice you have to make. And for each of you, it'll be different. This could be someone in your life that is asking you to make a choice. This could be someone in your life where there's something going on, And this is either you are in pain over this decision, or someone else is in pain over this decision. But there is a decision that needs to be made, and it has something to do with your visibility, your hustle, your manifestation, because it says manifest, manifest, manifest. So this situation has a bearing on that. You have the sun as a potential outcome here. Listen, being that these cards came in first and these cards came in after, I get the feeling that most of you are going to make the right decision. If this was at the tail end, or if this was in the middle, I would be like, well, I'd have a different view about it. But you have the sun and the Ace of Cups here. This is something that you love. This is something that you want. This is something that you are manifesting. There is, at the bottom of this deck, you do have the card of addiction. And when I say that, it does not have to be smoking, drinking, and drugs. This could be a habit that you have that is not good for the situation. It could be sleeping late. It could be staying up all night. It could be, drinking too much coffee. It could be anything benign like that. But there is something going on in your life that you do habitually that is not serving you. So it's not serving your ambition. It's not serving your manifestations. It's apparently hurting someone here. Or this Three of Swords could be you. That you could be hurting yourself. But there is pain here from somebody or from you. And it has something to do with something you're doing or not doing. And I'm not getting the feeling that this has something to do with something ridiculously major. And that's probably why you don't see it. If you were on drugs, hopefully none of you are, but if you were addicted to drugs, it would be an obvious problem, right? I think this is a non-obvious problem. I do. I think it's so. Over here at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Star, which is the card of Aquarius. You've been pulling this a lot lately. And, I keep saying this Pluto and Aquarius thing could be changing things around you. You could have Aquarius highly aspected in your chart. You could have an Aquarius in your life. This is the card of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You could have an Aquarius in your life that somehow is very important in this situation. But at the very least, like I always tell you, because you pull this so much, your hopes and dreams are here. They're on the table. You do have the Eight of Pentacles, which is also a really good omen for money. The Nine of Wands. You might be tired here. Well, you shouldn't be tired, because look what comes right after that. You have the Nine of Cups, which is the manifestation card, and the Wheel of Fortune. But, there might be times where you get tired of a certain situation. You might get tired. You might feel battle worn. You might feel, tired of defending yourself, tired of fighting. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But I have to tell you, you do have the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune as a possible outcome here. So I would not worry about that. I mean, I kind of went backwards here. I should have clarified first, but I just couldn't help myself when I saw the Star. Okay, let's clarify some of these. You have the Three of Swords and Temperance. The Three of Swords and Temperance. You have, there's something you're not doing here. This is a card of action. This is a card of someone who's decisive, someone who just rushes in and does what they need to do, and this is upside down. So there is something you're not doing, and I'm going to stand by that. There is something you're not doing, or something that there is something that you need to do here. There's a missing link here, because you have too many good cards, and the only hair in the potato salad here is this. And these sideways cards are always decisions that you have to make, changes you have to make. The Sun, which is Leo energy. Show me the Sun, which is Leo energy. You have the Devil. That's what's standing in your way. It's Capricorn energy, but more than that, it is toxic energy. And toxic energy comes in all forms, Leo. It doesn't, like I said, doesn't have to be something obvious, something major. I'm going to leave this out. It does not have to be, gambling or alcohol or drugs or smoking. It doesn't have to be any of those things. It could be something that you do habitually that's benign. But there is something here that's blocking your sun, that's creating problems in your life. You have the Ace of Cups. And you have the Six of Wands. And see, you have, what's interesting about this reading is that you have these great cards, and then you have the but cards. You have the Sun, but it's overshadowed by the Devil, some toxic behavior that you have. You have the Ace of Cups, but it's overshadowed by a loss of victory. There is something blocking you here. And I do think it's coming from you. I do. I think it's coming from you, because even at the bottom of the deck, you have the Sun in reverse. So you have the Sun in reverse and the Sun upright. You have choices to make. There's something you need to do. I'm going to take half of this deck. Let's see. Show me for Leo. Leo, please. 2. You have a fair woman, right? Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. For sure, it doesn't have to be someone with light hair. It could be someone with that's just light in complexion, right? It could be someone who is light in their soul. When I see dealings with a dark man, for instance, it doesn't always have to be someone who's dark. It could be a blonde that's just a really dark human being. So this is a woman in your life here, Leo, that's really has bearing on this somehow. And you have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. I really think it's this woman that thinks of you. I think that this pain might be coming from them, or this pain might have something to do with them. But you have something in the distance here. I'm going to pull, because I just can't help it. I'll pull from this side of the deck too. This deck is just way too big to do together. Show me one more for Leo. You have 2 more, Leo. The deck's chatty for you. You have a two-faced friend. I'm thinking that this is you, and I'm not saying that you are two-faced, but there is something going on. Okay, that is, you have all this positive energy. You have the Magician, so you have the tools and the drive and the all this good stuff, but there's something blocking you, and that's the dual nature of the cat. And you have this, which increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I think that the goldfish signifies that your abundance, your spiritual wealth, your material wealth is sort of hanging in the balance with this behavior. You need to stop this behavior so everyone's happy, so the universe opens up for you. I don't know what it is, and it's not one thing. I can't turn to you, Leo, and say, just stop this thing, because for each of you it's going to be different, and you are a smart sign, and you probably know what I'm talking about. Okay, so for each of you it'll be different. You will get the help you need from the universe. Once you do this, you have to make some changes. Period. End of story, Leo. Make some changes. Let the ocean part. Let all this good come in. It's waiting for you. Big hugs. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your Quickie reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st. Microscope on a short period of time. So keep that in mind. This energy will pass quickly. This is going to be financial. Or career-based, and if a romantic relationship does come out, it means that it has some bearing on your finances or your career. And I'm not saying that there is a relationship on the table, but that's what I've been telling all the signs. Okay, so let's look at your oracle cards. So you do have this beautiful card. It's a card of rebirth. It's a card of gaining access through a tunnel into the heavenly realm. but it's right next to the Devil card. And so this is your earthly desires and wants. There's nothing wrong with that. It's Capricorn energy. You might have Capricorn highly aspected in your chart, but more than that, your material wealth is now on the table, which it should be. You do have great energy here with the Empress. This is Aries energy, but you know, more than that, this is abundance, plain and simple. And I really think that your March reading was abundance, plain and simple. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, interesting. You have the Eight of Wands, which is movement towards. And when I say movement towards, it's towards this Aquarian energy, your hopes and dreams. Beautiful, beautiful energy. You have amazing energy here on the table, Virgo. You have Temperance coming in sideways. This is Sagittarian energy, but this is the ability to make one thing into another. It's the Alchemist. And it is coming in sideways, so there's going to be some sort of a choice presented to you that you're going to have to make towards the end of this time. I don't see any warnings here. I'm just seeing really good things. So I think you got this. Let's look. You do have the Empress. And this is, yeah, whatever it is that's coming in, this abundance is something that you planned. It's something that you manifested. It's something you manifested. You have the Eight of Wands here. You have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. And here's your long-term abundance with the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Abundance upon abundance, just like your monthly reading. Pretty cool. You have the Star. The Star. Your hopes and dreams. Whatever it is you've been waiting for is coming. You're going to have choices to make. What did I say? There's a decision you have to make. There's a decision you're going to have to make here. But 2 sevens here, you know, you're almost at the end. You're almost at the end of something. You have Temperance, 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 Temperance. And this came in sideways as well. This is like the four of Swords is contemplative energy. You're going to have to think long and hard about this. There is a decision, and it's going to be different for all of you, that's going to come up this week that is going to affect your long-term abundance. I do not see warnings here. So I think if you use that clever Virgo mind, you're going to get through this. And look at the bottom of the deck. My God. You have the King of Pentacles. Your long-term abundance is sealed. It's sealed. It's happening. It is just happening after happening after happening. I see signs. And even at the bottom of this deck, there is the card of winning. Winning. You're winning. Absolutely winning. You do have the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever it is you were working hard towards is coming to fruition here. And all this, if there was any kind of fluster or competitiveness or like back and forth, that's coming to an end. You have the Three of Wands. So you're waiting for it. You should be waiting for it because it's coming. It's not, you're not waiting in vain. And here we go. The Manifester. Virgo, you don't really need me to keep pulling, but I will because I feel bad. I've pulled for everybody else. You have an amazing forecast for March in general. And man, I wish I was a Virgo at this moment. Show me clarity for Virgo, please. You have obstacles to overcome. You know what? There are hills here. There are things you may not be able to see past, but look, there is, I don't believe that you have obstacles to overcome. I think these hills, you have to concentrate on the sun. Don't concentrate on the hills. Concentrate on the sun, because that sun is coming and you're waiting for it, and you should be waiting for it with the Three of Wands here. I'll pull one more card for you. For Virgo. For Virgo. One more for Virgo, please. Just one more. One more, Spirit. Hammock. taking a vacation. You might, you know, I don't know, maybe you're planning a vacation. But I can tell you, after this is over, Virgo, and after this comes in for you, why not plan a vacation? Because you've earned it, from what I can see. You've worked hard, you've manifested beautifully and completely, and the world is your oyster. And this might have been born from some crap that someone did to you. You know, you may have been through pain in the past, and I vaguely remember one of your readings being that way, but damn, okay? This is not only a comeback, this is a rebirth. You're being helped. Beautiful energy. Big hugs, Virgo. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your March reading. This is a quickie. It's not your March reading. It's a quickie reading for the 15th through the 21st. This is going to be focusing on your finances. If a relationship does come out in the cards, it just means that it has a bearing on your finances. All that said, let's get started. My God, you have great cards. I'm just going to say that. You have, these cards came out right away. These two, and they came out together, and this is just really nice. This is the universe really revamping you, really stepping in. I don't know if you're trying to manifest something, but man, there's a lot of manifestation cards here on the table. This is a version of the Magician here. So you have the Magician twice, because this is the actual Magician. So you have manifestation upon manifestation upon manifestation cards. If you're trying to manifest something about your finances, the answer is yes. I can tell you that right now. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So if you were having money problems, if you are having money problems, that is going to be a thing of the past. The difficulty that the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands represent are in reverse. If you were experiencing difficulty here with these three cards, they're all in reverse. Everything, it just looks like everything is just changing and alchemizing for you. Here you have at the end of the week, and when I say week, the span of time I talked about, you have these cards that came in sideways, and this is the Six of Swords, which is, you know, you heading towards a new path, heading towards a better place. Okay? You see the boat heading towards a better place. The Prince of Swords heading quickly towards another place. This is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. These are sideways for a reason. When my cards come in sideways, it means that you're going to be presented with a choice. I would say yes. I would take the opportunity to move forward here. There is nothing back here for you. There is everything to gain and nothing to lose by moving forward. At the bottom of this deck, you have another manifestation card speaking something into existence. This is something I can't help but think this is something that somebody really worked hard at. You worked hard to manifest something, and I'm not sure whether you lost hope in this or not, but damn, the universe is about to show you something, because these are good cards. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It looks like somebody went through a tough time at some point. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Five of Pentacles in reverse for Libra. The Five of Pentacles in reverse for Libra. You have the World in reverse. So this Five of Pentacles, how can I put this? This Five of Pentacles in reverse is closing out a cycle, sort of closing out a cycle of lack, okay? But you're not closing out the cycle that you're meant to be on. A new world is opening up to you here, Libra. A new world is opening up to you, and you are wishing it into existence. You're manifesting it with your own hands. Show me the Seven of Wands. There's going to be some sort of an opportunity. I'm telling you, you're going to get an opportunity here. Show me the Nine of Wands. there's going to be an opportunity that's going to have a domino effect on everything else. And, you know, whatever it was that was in your past that affected your abundance, you're being asked to let go of it and move on to a different place. For some of you, it might be a person. For some of you, it might be a job. For some of you, it might be a line of work. There's going to be a decision you have to make to set this in motion and to realize all these results. There's too many signs, okay? I'm going to pull on this together. Show me the Prince of Swords and the Six of Swords for Libra. The Prince of Swords and the Six of Swords for Libra. The Prince of Swords and the Six of Swords for Libra. Boom. There you go. There's your offer. There's an offer that's coming in here. It's something you've been waiting for. It is something you've been waiting for. It's coming. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is this. Came out twice. You have the sun peeking around the corner. You have the end of pain. If there was some sort of Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords situation where it caused you pain, maybe it was your abundance not manifesting. It could be pain from a relationship. I'm not really sure what it is. It's going to be different for each of you, but I have to tell you, that's a thing of the past. That's something that you're saying goodbye to. You have abundance coming in. And it's going to be a choice that you have to make with the Lovers. That's Gemini energy, but more than that, it is a choice. You have Leo energy here on the table as well. Oh my God, beautiful energy. Let me pull on this. Show me for Libra. You have something important, such as a new job or a raise. I would say so. I think you're going to have an opportunity. And like I said, it's a gen pop reading. For each of you, it's going to be different, but these are too strong for it not to be applicable for most of you. There is going to be some sort of an offer that comes in or some sort of a windfall. There's something coming in for you, and have no doubts, it's something that you yourself have manifested, and it happened. It was so slow, the manifestation, that you almost lost hope in it. Some of you may have lost hope in it, and it says increase your efforts, but I don't think you're going to need to. You're going to achieve your goal. You've already done all the work. It's something you're waiting for that came. Look, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Boom. There's no way it's not coming. Please let me know. I really wish that you guys would come back in the comments after this week. I know that most of you won't remember, but man, I want to know what happens. Big hugs, Libra. Congratulations. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st. This is a microscope on a short period of time, so the energy here on the table will pass quickly. That said, let's get started. You do have the Tower here. By the way, this is a finance/career reading. If there is a relationship that appears on the table, it's just because that relationship somehow affects your finances, just so you know. You do have the Tower here. There is something bubbling here. There is something, a lot of people think that's Aries energy. Sometimes it can be looked at as Scorpio energy as well. It's Plutonic. Pluto rules Scorpio, and so I look at it very, very varied. But in your reading, obviously, I'm looking at it as Scorpion energy. And here we have this oracle card, which is definitely watery. It can be interpreted as Scorpion in and of itself. There is clouds, there is dark, there's emotions bubbling to the surface. There might be something going on at work. There might be something going on with your finances, but there's something that comes out of the blue here that creates a reaction within you. And you have the Seven of Cups, and this, you might not, with the Seven of Cups here, especially following these cards, you might not know which way to go. You might be very confused as to what your next step is. You might You do have the Two of Wands in reverse, and so like whatever plans you had seem to be shot now. You have the King of Swords in reverse. You might be dealing with an air sign for sure that is not so nice. At the very least, this might be you, even though I know you're not an air sign. You might temporarily step into this archetype of the King of Swords in reverse and sort of say things that aren't very nice to the people around you, Scorpio. But you know, all this does give birth to something, and I think it gives birth to something good, because you do have as your final card the Eight of Swords in reverse, and so it is the end of feeling trapped in a situation. So something might happen out of the blue. But the end result here looks good. Now we're going to clarify everything to really look at it, but you do have at the bottom of this deck, you do have this beautiful oracle card, and this is comfort. So you're going to have comfort during this time, which is nice. You have the Seven of Cups. You have the Seven of Cups. Yeah. You have Cancerian energy on top of this. You're going to move in a direction. This tower moment is going to prompt you on a road that you need to go on. You have the Two of Wands in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse. Yep. New road. The Fool. This isn't the road you thought you were going to go on. This is a new road, Scorpio. This is something brand new. You have this King of Swords character, be it you or someone in your life, and yeah, you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. This is, you know, on your way out the door, you might say a few choice things, or this might be someone you're walking away from at work, or you're definitely moving on to greener pastures here, for sure. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And yeah, this is a crossroads. But you're not blindfolded anymore. You're not. You're going to have some choices to make. You are moving forward with something, and there is the bottom of the deck. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So if you've been having problems with money, or you've been worried about your future as far as money, it looks like it's going to be fine. But you are going to experience some sort of a tower moment here. And it doesn't look easy for some of you. Some of you, it's going to take you by surprise. You do have the King of Cups, and this is what you don't see coming. Something that you really love. There is something that you love on the horizon. It could be a new job that you really love, a new line of work that you really love, but there is an outcome that you're going to love. And you have the Six of Wands, which is victory, okay? And strength. I love the way the tower clears the way for all this good stuff. Leo energy for sure. And clarity. You have this beautiful clarity coming. And boom. I was wondering if I should keep pulling, and I'm glad I did, because there you are. You have the Death card. Something's dying. This tower moment is going to bring the Scorpion energy into your life. It may not feel comfortable in the moment, Scorpio, but whatever's coming is needed to clear the path for all this other stuff that is waiting to come in. It's waiting to come in. Give me something for Scorpio, please. You have Claw. Be careful to not take risks. Well, you have to be careful with your mouth. I could tell you that much. It looks like you're going to have some choice words to say to someone, and maybe it's better just to leave them on red, if you know what I mean. Even if they're standing right in front of you. Leave them on red, Scorpio. They don't deserve any kind of response from you. You might be dealing with a dark woman. This might have something to do with a woman at work. This might have something to do with a woman in your life that has claws. You have a weeping willow. This sorrow card, I really believe, has something to do with this card here. This emotional response that you have initially. You're initially going to have an emotional response to something, but in the end, Scorpio, you're going to be stepping into your own power. You're going to be stepping into a power position. You're not going to be alone. You're going to have somebody by your side. Somebody has claws. I think this is a work situation. Someone has claws. This could be your personal life for sure. Someone could have their hands in your abundance, and there might be a tower moment that comes and just clears it away for you. But there is a woman somehow involved in this. I wish you all the luck. I don't think you're going to need it. Big hugs. Namaste. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is a quickie reading from the March 15th through the 21st, microscope on a short period of time. And we are focusing on finances and career. If there is a relationship that comes out on the table, I'm telling everybody that the only reason it would come out is because it directly affects your finances. Okay, so you have, overshadowing your reading, you do have the star, which I love. I love that for you. It's Aquarian energy, but more than that, it's your hopes and your dreams. You do have this card, which is basically 2 chess pieces. It's the game of chess. It's something that you need a strategy. There is some kind of strategy needed for your hopes and dreams to have to be realized here. Maybe you're already in this chess game. Maybe you're already moving your pieces around that table. If you're not, you will be. You'll be stepping into that. You do have the 7 of Pentacles, which is beautiful energy. It's, accomplishing something. It's accomplishing something that you've wanted. You have the World following that, which is closing out a cycle and moving on to a better one. Great, great energy. You do have the Prince of Wands. This might be a period of inactivity for you in some way. You may feel not yourself. Fire in reverse in a fire signs reading is usually an indication of being zapped of energy, a feeling of not feeling like you may not get what you want, right? That is, it just looks that way. But I have to tell you, you have more wand energy here with the 1111 card. You have happily ever after. Some of you are having some great readings. I can't wait to do Aquarius. Watch it crashes and burns with me. But anyway, yeah, I've seen a lot of really good readings here so far. You do have at the bottom of the deck here, you have the nebula, and the nebula is... there was another sign that pulled this. This is at the bottom of the deck. It's what you may not see clearly. It's getting through this very harsh membrane to this good stuff in the middle is difficult. So you may be going through a difficult time. You may have gone through a difficult time. And the 10 of Swords indicates you've been backstabbed too. You have been backstabbed. Expect more of that before this is over. But you are going to get the rest you need. You're going to get a respite from this. And you're going to step into a situation that you love. And you have the 10 of Pentacles overshadowing this. And the 10 of Pentacles, especially in a finance reading, is the best card you can pull. You're going to have some sort of wish come true here with the star. And you have the Hierophant, which is Taurian energy, but more than that, it is something that has solidity. You're going to step into a very solid place, and with a solid, and I jumped ahead of myself with the bottom of the deck, but I couldn't help it. You're going to have a solid thing come into your life, something that you're going to love, something that is going to be born from some pain. You've been through something here with the 10 of Swords. The swords are sticking out of this person's back, the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the King of Cups. That's love. That's a situation. Now, this isn't love per se because it's not a love reading, but this is a situation you're going to love. You have the World, and, when you have the World and the Sword of Truth here, there is nothing. If you're in a bad situation right now, Sagittarius, it's ending. I can tell you that much. And it looks like some of you were or maybe are in a bad situation. You have the Four of Wands, and this came in sideways, but damn, this is a manifestation card. This is the card of getting what you want. And it's been, this reading has been saying it over and over. And here you have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And I have to tell you, in my opinion, this being sneaky, and here you have the Sun, this being sneaky and being strategic with these chess pieces is something you need to do. There is going to come a moment in this situation where you're going to have to lie or be sneaky or think about yourself and play chess. But it's going to be worth it, because you're going to get what you want out of this situation. Show me for Sagittarius. You have the Cat, a two-faced friend. There might be someone in your life who is two-faced, and it could be someone at work, being that this is a finance reading. I'm going to put these back. There's too many here. Show me one more for Sagittarius. You have quill. Get back to the basics. Well, you know what? When I see a quill, I see a writing instrument. So you need to take some action here. And it is near the, it did fall near the Prince of Wands. I do think you need to take some action. But I don't think the action is physical. I think it's something you need to write. I think it's something you're going to have to write. It could be answering an email. Obviously, these days, that's what it's about. Answering an email, answering a text messages, writing something, applying for a job. I don't know. It's something. But this is something to do with your finances. You're going to need to be sneaky. You're going to need to be definitely, look, to get to this, all this good energy, you're going to need it. And you have a two-faced person at work or in your life that affects your finances in some way. And you have this chess piece, which the universe is telling you, yes, you're going to have to be strategic to get through this core, to get through to this core from this hard outer shell. I wish you all the luck. Beautiful reading. Big hugs. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your Quickie reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st of March. We're going to try to stay in the financial realm here. If a relationship is on the table at all, it just means that it has an impact on your finances somehow. Okay, so let's get started. You do have this card, and it's the card of a parent. You know, it is the card of having something other than yourself to think about, right? It could be a child, or it could be a business, or it could be employees, or it could be a house that, or a project that you consider like a child to you, something that you brought into existence. But it's something other than yourself that is impacted by your life. You have the card of Virgo here. This is the Hermit, and I absolutely love the Hermit in this deck. Look how great this card is. You know, she is alone, but she is at peace. Do you notice how at peace she is? It's not, it's just a great card for this deck. You have Temperance sideways. So you have Virgo energy, you have Scorpion energy, and you have Sagittarius energy. And, you know, the Sagittarius energy is you. This, when it comes in sideways, in my reading anyway, it means there's a choice you have to make. You have the ability here, Capricorn, to change one thing into another. You have the ability to step into a certain powerful archetype and get things done, because you have the Nine of Cups here as a potential outcome. So there is something you need to make a decision about in order to bring about all this good stuff. And I see all good stuff here because you have an offer coming in. It could be a job offer. It could be any kind of offer. This is the Nine of Cups. It is the manifestation card. It's something you're manifesting. You have death. And in this particular situation, the death card is a good thing. It is a rebirth. It is the ending of one thing and the transitioning into another. Hence the butterfly. You are the butterfly in this situation, Capricorn. You have the Two of Swords. It's the end of indecision. It's the end of you not knowing what to do. You have the Ten of Cups following it. Something you love is on your path. You have the Three of Pentacles. The help you need is coming. And the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of good things in your future. You're going introspective. There is a child involved, whether this child is a literal child that is depending on you, or it's something else that you're birthing into existence. There is something going on here. In the past, you may have felt trapped in a situation. You may feel trapped in this situation now. But if you notice, this fairy is not looking at what's right outside her. And this is great for St. Patrick's Day, right? Not looking at this. She's not even looking in that direction. She may not even realize she is trapped, you know? Maybe you did realize it. It's definitely a good omen here. Show me Temperance. This is a decision you're going to have to make. Something that's been in your life a long time. You know, this is the card of thinking back to the way things used to be. And again, this could talk about children. So for some of you, this is definitely about a child. For others of you, this is about something that's been in your life for a while, or something that was in your life that you're thinking about. You have the Nine of Cups, which is the manifestation card. And yeah, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this choice has some kind of action that you need to take. After doing all this contemplative work, after thinking about this the way you either are or the way you will need to, action is going to be needed here. Show me the Knight. Yeah, whatever you were confused about is going to be cleared up. You have the opportunity to clear up your confusion. You may not have known which way to go, what to do. Maybe you were just overwhelmed. You have the Death card here. You have the Death card here for Capricorn. The Death card here for Capricorn. And you have, yeah, see, look, walking away from one thing. You may look back with the Six of Cups and this Five of Cups. You may be looking towards things that didn't work. Maybe that's part of the choice you need to make here, Capricorn. Maybe you just need to stop looking back, and you need to step into this energy of long-term abundance. You have, you know what, before we do that, let me just look at the bottom of this deck. So your indecision is going to be over, right? Indecision over. 10 of Cups. Yeah, we looked at all this. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So you have all this coming that you don't see coming. And let's give me 2 cards for Capricorn. Changes in your life. The Moon. There are things that aren't clear to you right now. I can see that with this card here. But that is lifting. That is lifting. It's lifting. You have one more. Kangaroo. Yeah, unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. But you know, every time I think of a kangaroo, I think of the kangaroo's pouch, and I think of what's in it, and what's in it is a child. So there's a very strong child energy here on the table. Some of you may have the responsibility of being a parent. Some of you may be trying to birth something into existence that has nothing to do with an actual child, but it's something, maybe you're birthing something into existence for yourself. Either way, you have very good omens here on the table, Capricorn. I wish you all the luck. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Namaste. Hello Aquarius, welcome to your Quickie reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st. We're going to concentrate on finances. If there is a relationship here on the table, the only thing that means is that it has a direct bearing on your finances, okay? Let's get started. Let me see if I can get these. Yeah, I got them. So, you know, these cards came out together, and you can check the other readings. When they come out together, I usually try to read them together as opposing forces in your life, or 2 different energies. So you have one energy here that is turning into a werewolf. Somebody who is slowly turning from one thing into another. You know, that's, if you notice in the movies, when someone turns into a werewolf, it's pretty painful, and it's pretty angry. They're angry, right? It seems like that. And then you have another person here with a mind like a maze, confusing, sort of trapped in their head. So you have an angry person, you have someone that's trapped in their head. And you also have the beautiful power of the Magician. And the great thing is, a lot of people have pulled the Magician this week. And you see how I do the cards? There is no way for me to choose the card for you. It's interesting. A lot of people are choosing to manifest things, and this is the card of the manifester for sure. So you do have the power and the tools here to manifest. And if this is a situation, if you know, depending on who you are in this situation, are you the person who's angry, who's going werewolf? Or are you the person that has the mind like a maze, twists and turns, someone who gets lost in their own head? There's two different energies here on the table, and this has a direct bearing on your abundance, Aquarius. You do have the card of synchronicities, and you know, you should pay attention to the synchronicities around you because they have bearing. Especially if you're trying to manifest, you might be seeing more synchronicities lately. Let me know in the comments. You do have the King of Pentacles, so your long-term abundance is on the table, and we'll clarify all this, but it does look positive. You do have the Eight of Swords, and so there's a part of you, or there is more than a part of you, that feels trapped in a certain situation, and it may have something to do with this person. This person could represent a boss, could represent a coworker, could represent a spouse, could represent a parent, but there is somebody in your life that is causing, there is somebody in your life that's causing something like this. It's on the tip of my tongue to say you're the werewolf and you're getting angry, honestly, but it may not be true of all of you. Nothing is true of all of you. So you pick which team you're on here. This person here is very complicated. This person here is very, I want to say almost unreliable because they're so complicated. You do have the Princess of Cups. So in the end here, Aquarius, you do have something great coming in for you financially, okay? You have the King of Pentacles and the Princess of Cups, something that you're going to love. But in the meantime, there's a part of you that feels trapped within a certain situation. Let's pull some of these cards. And I want to say here at the bottom of this deck, you do have the Tree of Life. And this to me is a beautiful card of advancement, of ascension, of happily ever after. And I really, really like that for you. So let's look at the Four of Wands. You have the Four of Wands for Aquarius. The Four of Wands for Aquarius. You have the Queen of Wands. Fire energy is definitely on the table. It's coming in sideways. There is something that's going on in your life that you're not sure if you want to take action on it or not. This is a choice you're going to have to make. Show me this King of Pentacles. Show me this King of Pentacles. You have the Hanged Man. Virgo energy. So, Pisces energy. So you have Pisces energy here on the table, but more than that, it's introspection. It's perhaps you've made a certain sacrifice here. Perhaps you're taking time out for this sacrifice, or this introspection of yours. There is a light bulb that's going to go off here, Aquarius. Show me this Eight of Swords energy. Yeah, the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords. You certainly feel trapped. You certainly feel trapped. My God. You feel like there is no way out. You feel trapped. But I have to tell you, you're not as trapped as you think you are. This card always denotes that very thing. She can get out if she wants to, if she thinks about this long enough, and if she's in this energy long enough. When I say she, of course, I'm referring to both sexes, but man, to have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Eight of Swords, this is a very strong energy for you. You may feel very trapped by this individual. The Princess of Cups. You have the King of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you may be dealing, there may be somebody that brings out, and yeah, there is somebody that's not at the bottom of this deck here. There may be somebody that is not living up to their responsibilities. They're not doing what they said they were going to do. And I could see that in this person, and I could see why somebody would get angry at that. You do have the King of Swords once again over here. This could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be you werewolfing, honestly. This could be you just saying, you know what, I think I've had enough. And here we have his counterpart, the Queen of Swords. You may be in a situation with somebody else that affects your finances. This obviously could be a job. It could be a boss. It could be a parent. This could be your counterpart. This could be somebody that you're, you know, involved with, going through a breakup with. You do have the King of Wands. There might be a fire sign coming into your life. Somebody who looks really strong. This is definite Leo energy. You could have Leo highly aspected in your chart. Either way, this is a very positive energy that's coming into your life. Along with the Knight of Wands, this is a powerful fire energy. And you have the Hierophant here. And the Hierophant could be marriage. It could be something that's moving quickly. I shouldn't say quickly. Moving into your life that's solid. That's really solid. And you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is abundance. But it doesn't look like the abundance is easily won, Aquarius. It looks like you have your abundance, though. But it doesn't look easily won. It looks like it's something you have to work on. Somebody is going to anger you. Somebody's definitely going to anger you in this situation. But victory is assured in the end. You're going to experience some victory. And you're on the road to success. When I see a mountain road, I see a long road, okay? I see an arduous road, but it is taking you somewhere else. And I'm sorry for anyone that's going through this. I think I'm going to pull one more card for Aquarius. I'm sure that everyone's going to hate me for this. I'm going to definitely, I'm going to cut this deck. This is a difficult deck to shuffle. So, cut the deck for Aquarius. Show me what Aquarius needs. Aquarius, you don't need a thing. Justice is yours. This came out in reverse. When these cards come out in reverse, it means that it's already yours. You don't need to seek it out. You're going to get justice. If you're worried about it, have no fear. Justice is yours. You're manifesting it. You're manifesting justice. You're manifesting abundance. And you're going to have your happily ever after. Big hugs. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is going to cover the 15th through the 21st. It's a quickie reading, a microscope on a short period of time, but more than that, we're concentrating this week on finances and career. So if there is a relationship that comes out during this reading, it's only because it directly affects your finances. Okay, so let's get started. You do have the air card. This card represents the element of air, but more than that, I really love it because there's wishes. We used to call them wishes, blowing around in the wind. And so there is something afoot here, especially with this rose. You have the rose, and when I pull the rose in the wintertime, this is a symbol of hope. So you have hope here on the table. You have your wishes here on the table. It looks like you're trying to manifest something. And it looks like it's been in the works for a little bit. You do have a slow start here. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. So you have fixed energy in reverse, and you also have Cancerian energy in reverse. So whatever it is that you're trying to get off the ground may have a slow start. It may not, you may lose hope in the beginning here, Pisces. But I have to tell you, you do have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is an indication, and none of these cards are sideways. This is an indication that you're going to stay on track, and you're going to keep working on this, whatever this is. You do have the Eight of Swords, coupled with the Hierophant, and the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant are both fairly restrictive cards, right? The Eight of Swords is I mean, they're just they're restrictive cards. Let's keep it simple. And they're in reverse. So your hard work will pay off. You may feel like you're not getting anywhere. But with these cards and with this card and this card coming out together, especially after this one, I do see that your hard work does pay off. Let's clarify some of the stuff here. You do have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And yeah, you know, the beginning of this time, you may be very close to giving up on this. There may be, you may have just expired as far as your patience goes. And you have the Chariot here. You have the Chariot here, and you have, wow, you have two cards. You have this coming in sideways, so you do have a choice here, a little bit of a choice on what kind of attitude you're bringing into this. There is some anxiety here on the table, but it is coupled with the Magician in the upright, so you have the ability to manifest, and I do think you make some sort of a choice at this point because it gives birth to hard work, you know. You have the hard work card, and you have, again, you know, you have this fire energy. I wonder if there is a fire sign in your life that has a negative impact on you, that has a negative impact on your I shouldn't say manifestation, that has a negative impact on your hopes and dreams. I'm not saying this person's a bad person, but this person may put a damper on you at some points during this journey here. But you do have these restrictive cards at the end just opening up, and you have a new path, a brand new thing, in my opinion, a new way of looking at this, a lighter way of looking at this. And I think that makes all the difference, because look at the bottom deck, you have the Sun. So there is, in my opinion, there's someone in your life that does not help. This person, male or female, does not help you. They may put a damper on things. Maybe they're trying to apply logic to a situation where you need hope, right? You do have the Queen of Pentacles, so your long-term abundance is assured, and whatever pain you're going through in this situation is going to be over, and the burdens that you're feeling, most importantly, and here we go, the burdens that you're feeling, and most importantly, will be gone. And you have the Magician. You have the Magician twice. You have the Wish card. I mean, it's an air card, but I always look at this like wishes blowing in the wind. And you have the Hope card. So yes, Pisces. And of course, let's not forget about the Sun. So it looks like you're going to have some negativity in the beginning. And the negativity might be coming from you. And the reason that it's there might be a side effect from being around someone else who is negative. But in the end, it looks like you do get your wish, and you do have the Lily, and the Lily is hope. The Lily is divine help as well. You have one more. You have Staff. You'll be taken care of in difficult times. The Staff is support. Remember, divine help, Staff. You're going to experience something here, Pisces, and it's going to be a learning experience for you. You're going to understand the power of your own negative or positive thinking in this situation. And maybe there's a negative person in your life that sort of brings you down and slows things down for you a little too much. Show me for Pisces, knowledge. And it says, let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. There may be somebody from the other side here that wants you to reach out to them. But more than that, you do need some more knowledge about your own manifesting skills. I do think if this card was in reverse, it means that you have all the knowledge you need. But you do need some knowledge here. You need some knowledge as to what is holding you back, because you have all these great cards. You even have the Devil. And I understand the Devil can be looked at as a negative card, but I think when we're talking about abundance, not so much, okay? So you have the potential here, but you have to go and find the knowledge of what might be holding you back in certain moments. or slowing you down at the very least in certain moments, because man, you have, look at this. You have strength. You have the sun. You have a lot of Leo energy. My God, it's great. Just stay on point, stay on track, and definitely seek out this knowledge. Go be the inspector of your own life so you could figure out who this person is. And I'm not saying you have to take them and never talk to them again, but you do have to sort of temper your energy around them, I think. Protect yourself. Big hugs. Happy St. Patrick's Day.